Hey, what's going on, y'all? Today's Black Friday. Started making videos again. This documentary is for black people, though. You know, for some horton-ass black people. And a couple things. Let me explain something to you. You know, hey, I'm gonna be real. I moved at a new location. Now I'm over here, TikTok in the clock. So I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, people said I was ticking them off, but I'm never ticking them off. I'm just telling you what time it is, so you don't, you black people and you so-called Hispanic, Latin, Latinos don't do something stupid with Asian, indigenous, and Indian people. Don't do something stupid because the fact is of a stupidity of what people make you think that, you know, you remember how, listen to this. I'm an Isian. That means an ancient eye, right? I'm the real Ra. I'm going to tell you just like this. You have individuals in life, right, that do funny things, and then individuals need to know the difference when it comes to their own habitation or their social economics. Now, listen to this. You have people that's from different social economic systems, right? Now, because they're from different social economic systems, you have people that is more sensitive to nature, where they call them urbanism, but it's not urbanism, it's Negroids or Nubian people. But you have people that's sensitive to nature. Indians and indigenous people are also Nubian people, so don't get it twisted. But you have people that's sensitive to nature a certain type of way when it comes to physics. It's just like if a person's anatomy is of dark matter, right? And then you have an individual at a time that comes around and says, you know, they go do certain funny things a certain type of way because they're more irritated and because they have a deeper vibration than people than light anatomy. Now, it's just like, let me tell you this story. You ever seen the movie The Covenant? The Covenant was a movie about these four guys. If one of them if any of them broke their oath of honor, they would get sick, they would die, they would get old, they will cause bad things to happen to them, even lead to death. It's just like if a chick that's a celestial empress or a chick that learns about her historical events of the reason of her legacy and lineage breaks her oath or something a certain type of way, and then she ends up like the Covenant. Now, it's just like the 10 jewel empresses, my sons, the 10 jewel astrological empresses, all my children that I had with them. You know, people said that people were titans, they were, you know, all type of stuff. But I'm going to just tell you just like this. If they open the door, say they were jewel children, they were children of jewels, so their anatomy was wonderful and enriched in life. If they open the door for any of the astrological, any empresses, any other empresses that were celestial empresses that broke their oath of honor to their own social economics, to their own humanity or humane condition or their own habitation, that means they're not going to honor any oath that they went through any door. That means that you can forget about that. That's just like a person that's already giving people bad vibes is going to come through the door and give another person bad vibes and continue. And it's just like crabs in a barrel. That's what it is, because you remember the Jewel Empress's children. It's just like I told my son Tanaka. You got to be careful of who you let play with your systems or learn about your astrological tree or your star chart of any or beyond highest, quantum, mega, super, astrological, celestial, and celestial, outer celestial, inner celestial, any star clusters, star astrology, star constellations, or any star chart of yours. If you let them learn about that, or you let them through the door and use the habitation or the energy or the metaphysical energy or the force or the reason of your own habitation, because you gotta have etiquette and to know for me to edify what I'm speaking about. So you gotta be educated. If you let anybody use your own habitation, it's gonna lead to it would lead. I hope it would be a person responsible, at least to your well-being and more enriching wonderfulness. But if they're fucked up, slothful, fucked up, and they just don't care about life, and then they're going through the door and they just randomly sleeping with people, don't care about the natural order to their star chart or the respect or the honor of their own vow of the empress, then it'll lead to your death, because that means a person doesn't care about their own habitation, then they're asking for favors or forms of metaphysics on your habitation of you. It's just like being a master or being an abbot, and then they're asking for a favor, and then next thing you know, they drag you down and fuck you over a certain type of way because they didn't care about themselves, so they try to make you feel like you shouldn't care about yourself, and then they try to push the more majority influence. Now that's when you have deterrence or demoralization on your hands, and then you have people that took oaths that is demonic people that take certain oaths that's demoralizing and causing certain things, because those are people that deal with low conduct and are confused in their reality because they don't know the reasons of the low conduct when it comes to their natural current of the natural elements around their social economics and their own habitation and their dietary habits to their own vibration, to their magnetism. So you gotta be careful of those type of people. So because it's just like the movie The Covenant. It's just like if a person comes through the door, just like I told you, this is a private documentary also. If a person comes through the door and the next thing you know, they don't care about themselves and they break their own honor or the vow of an empress, the symptoms of her breaking her vow is gonna trickle down. So you'll get sick, you'll get old, and she's a paradigm of time. So you could look like you could look like cross colors, have so many different looks or whatever, and then you end up fucked up a certain type of way and confused in the physical reality, and then you just be demoralizing yourself and then wondering what's going on and why certain things is happening. It's happening because you broke the oath of honor, that because she's still responsible. So when she comes to the door, she has to uphold her oath, and she's the real empress, so she's the reason why she took that oath, and then she went into a metaphysical realm just to be able to watch over individuals. But if you have a person that comes out the metaphysical realm and then they break their oath and they go to another empress star chart like the TeN jewel empresses or any other star chart, the Mings and anybody else star chart, and then they start trying to ask for favors, and then they care about their own, and they lost their abilities of what the things that they can do a certain type of way is because they already broke their oath. So once they start asking for favors, that's just like a person want to poke you with a hole and just fucking you up, and the next thing they're just trying to drag you down. So you have to know the difference. So you'll get, the symptoms are to the empress, and I'm telling you because I know for a fact, you'll get old, you'll get sick, so bad things can happen and it can even lead to your death. So a person will wonder, once it's just like the movie The Covenant. If they break the oath of honor, that's what's gonna happen in the physical reality. And then next thing you know, you have people wondering what happened, this, that. It's certain things I'm speaking about. It's just like when I speak with people with dark matter. You have people from different social economics. This is a place of nature where you have natural ground in nature. You have consecration, concrete built over nature, and then you have people that did all type of businesses throughout the paradigm of time, selling their house, selling a store, selling things in a store, the people doing construction every year around, and next to the social economics, vibrating the natural elements or the consecration or the concrete that deals with your anatomy, because remember, elements is also dealing with anatomy, high current that generates forms of cellular activity, that forms and generates other forms of matter down to minerals. So it deals with a certain form of high current, and then next thing you know, you have a person asking, wish-washy, all type of, you'll have a person acting all type of funny ways, because the fact is they're not used to the natural things that's happening around them, because they don't know the historical event. They might not be educated to the things that's going on a certain type of way, and then they might be in a social certain, you have people from different certain social economics. So you might have people that's into a new climate, new conditions to the chemistry of their physical reality that's offsetting their anatomy that's causing them a natural imbalance to their natural matter, to the physical reality, and that generates cellular structure that generates and even rejuvenates the reason of your brain, of your neural activity, dealing with natural current and high-pitched vibrations, even in the physical reality. So you have to know about these things so another person doesn't get set off a certain type of way. So a person won't creep up on you, do funny things, people trying to test people or doing funny things, or you have other people acting all weird and girls acting like hoes, not caring what relationships they're getting into, telling men, oh, it don't matter if they're with this man or this and the other, and they're confused because the store done been sold, or the house and the buildings done been sold, or new buildings done been built, and their social economics, so their anatomy is just recognizing and registering the natural neural activity of the natural vibrational current to their surroundings, and then just reacting off of it and not knowing what's going on with them because they have more of an in-depth reality to their matter. So it's not like that. You know how some people, like, you know, they say they don't eat meat. You know, some people call people cannibals. Yes, you know, I'm a person, I'm not going to ruin your reality. And you know something, you have to be very educated. You know, I could draw out the situation to the reasons why you shouldn't. I could draw out the situations why you shouldn't have your situations ruined a certain type of way or reconditioned in a paradigm of things that you would like to do depending on certain type of climate or anatomy of the physical reality. And I'm verbally expressing myself, so you got to be very educated verbally to edify or even know the reason why I'm speaking these things. But you can have certain people that take the chance of even, you know, some people don't want to lose certain people that die. Some people do certain things a certain type of way in high forms of metaphysics. They don't want to lose the anatomy. They don't want to lose a piece of their star chart, because if the Empress ever manifests, they don't want to have a hole in her. They don't want to get shot because of the favors they did for people. So they recondition individuals. It's like a reincarnation in the paradigm and cause them to come back. But sometimes if something's broken, some things that are broken can't be fixed, because you don't want to have a slow leak or causing another demise or a downfall throughout the paradigm of time to natural current, and in time, in the paradigm of the same time sequence, to their weight, their condition, their speed, their pressure, their height, down to their eyes, down to their sight, how far they can see, everything in the physical reality. So you have a person that reconditions somebody. You don't want them losing a certain type of situation, a certain type of way, and then not knowing the reasons of another person's physics and taking on another physics, like a pregnant lady taking on another physics and wondering what the fuck happened, what caused their life to go so fucked up in the paradigm of time, and what caused their uncomfortability. Sometimes it might be oaths that other people take with other people, and it's causing entrapment because they want to see certain star charts fall. So they might cause certain things to make a person get sick or make them have watery knees or certain things like that. So you'll know the symptoms if it's just other people of your social economics offending you or doing wrong to you, and then trying to manipulate the physical reality, because other people that kneel down with you and pray with you are the people offending you that's causing your downfall a certain type of way. You'll have certain symptoms to all these type of things where you can tell the natural physics to the natural magnetism when you live in an oath of honesty and you upholding the reasons of honor throughout time. But if you not, then you'll end up confused. Like some people with a dark anatomy, they say they're cannibals. They're not cannibals. You have elder people that's very educated in life throughout time that take chances still of reconditioning and not giving up on generations of life and still trying to keep things rejuvenated throughout the paradigm of time to go forward to the future. Then you have those that can't be reconditioned and have to be honored because they're like an oath of honor, the reason why you're learning your social economic education for the reason of your historical events. So you got to know the difference throughout the paradigm of time. Now, you have people that want to see people in certain predicaments in life. It's just like me. I refine myself so much. Helen knows when I'm speaking about Helen of Troy. I refine myself so much that I was like a newborn baby back in life. And then I just took my time to make sure that it was precise, not like other people that do swatch up and downs and shit, fucking up their anatomy because they try to keep their heart rate going, because the fact is they know they fucked up in certain other sequences, so they play individuals close because they want to feel natural impulses throughout time to keep their vibrational current of their anatomy vibrating so they won't fucking die. So there's a lot of things when it comes to social economics, physics, that a lot of people need to know about a certain type of way. And then people with dark matter, they're natural, sensitive to nature. They're not cannibals, they're not diseases. Let me tell you, it's just like growing up in, like I said, in Haiti. I'm an Icean. At nighttime when people are walking in the street, you never put a light on a person. You never flash a light. You have to have a real good reason, and you have to be a real fucking elder to even do things like that. It's like you have to be a real elder to even fucking drive. And it's just like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna explain it after. You have to be a fucking elder to even drive a fucking car. And if you're not a fucking real elder driving a car, and you're just fronting, and you're driving around at nighttime, and you go put lights on people, just like in Haiti, people will kill you. You don't know what you're looking at the time. You put light to a thing of depth of reality beyond your physics, down to natural nature's current, that things can really adjust to even fix themselves to get at you. You'll be finished in the paradigm of time, because things will really get at you when it comes to physics. It's just like you don't shine light on something that's supposed to be kept sacred sometimes. So some people that's doing it's just like I have a movie script called Shadow Hunters, where you measure a person's shadow with a car light or a light, or you measure the light of the car or the light of the individual a certain type of way, even when it comes to anatomy. But another person doesn't know the difference of depth reality. So you know what I do? Another person that doesn't know what's going on, they think they know something, they just hear me speaking about it, they don't know the intricacies of it, and then they end up fucked up. I'm just gonna be real. Some people end up wonderful, some people end up fucked up. But you gotta know the difference of the reason of the current of what I'm speaking about. Now, I'm a man that answers all questions, and I'm a very intellectual man. I don't care about other individuals, even in the paradigm of time. But I'm gonna just say just like this. A person has to be on point to know what's really going on in the physics and the physical reality. Now, you have a lot of slothful, pardon me for saying happy holidays also, pardon me for saying you have a lot of slothful feminine beings that's out here that don't care, that been reconditioned, that's just walking around doing, moralizing themselves even more. The reason why a person took a chance not to even took a chance to recondition and then put more of a wild emotion in the person and offset a balance a certain type of way, and the next thing you know, I don't know what type of next frizzy animal y'all gonna come up with and just try to give a name to, while people just driving you, make you look like fucking Blanca or fucking or some type of Wolverine, koala, fucking, I don't know what type of, how many furry, I don't know how much fibers you're gonna run through, because the current reality is so wild, and then you just a certain type of way in life and demoralizing yourself to a low level in life. And then to speak about this, to show you, pardon me, there's a dog passing right now. I would show you the people's dog, but those are the people's dog. Have a happy holiday. And it's nighttime, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. Sometimes in life, another person doesn't know certain things, and then they get into certain things and they do certain things, and then they call themselves cannibals or savages. Just like I try to deter people before from getting into the physics and the metaphysics of black people. It's not called black people, it's called people of nature. People of, you could call it urbanism, because they love, some people are depth of reality, so they say urbanism because you get into the roots of a situation. It's just like, if you offend somebody and you do something wrong, like I was telling you about the 10 jewel empresses, if you offend somebody and you do something wrong, and somebody lets you through the door, and then you lose forms of value, or you get lose forms of value, or you enter a higher form of value or stature, you have a certain type of person of urbanism looking for you in the physical reality to fuck you up and be like, yo, what the fuck? How the fuck you did that? You just made this situation even tougher in life, because they're in a depth of reality, and a person going to a depth of reality, and then they got to recover from the situation. See, me, I'm the elder of all star charts, so I don't care what a person says, what a person does, what a person tries to do. I'm already a person that covers all naturalism in all physical reality. Now, I'm going to say just like this. Then you have other individuals, even in the paradigm of time. If you do something that's too much for another person, it'll be the vice versa the situation. You have a person of light anatomy looking for you. And then next thing you know, you'll be fucked up in the physical reality. Now, a person wondering what happened, what is going on, a person got to think about the reasons of their honor at the time, and then a person handling it, and then wondering how serious the situation is when a person handles them, and then they wonder what the fuck happened. That's just the reality of the situation. You know, so it's just how it is, you know, in life. But, you know, a person has to learn the reason of their social economics. So you can't call, like I was saying before, deterring people from getting into depth reality of different social economics. And then you have natural wild current through new buildings being built, houses being sold. So, you know, electrical things, electrical current, and then people voting in social economics, people power drilling, building, banging on concrete, putting in pitchfork vibrations, and then and the elements on top of natural nature, and nature's already confused, wondering how high she gonna go in life before she get hammered and killed. If she's a hustler with the man she don't give a fuck about her, she act like she cared about, she don't care about, and then that said she covered her situation until she just dies out at a certain point of altitude, longitude, latitude in the paradigm of time. And then next thing you know, she just didn't care about her wild emotions, to things she does, and then the people that walk in and out her life wondering that how she cared. When a person should care, a person that's more set and settled would know the difference than what some people that's not. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on in social economic, because you got some chicks that can't even remember how many niggas been in their pussy or when a nigga been in their pussy. So you got to be very careful with the natural depth reality a certain type of way. Just like you got to be careful of the light reality a certain type of way, because the high current of the natural vibration before a person gets shocked, or all type of situations happen in the physical reality with the stupidity of other individuals, because they're unstable feminine gender that can't balance out her reality, because she's offending the person that built the social economics, and she wants another man to go conquer a land. And the reason why I'm the conqueror, the reason why you learn about conquering, and then you want another man to go conquer land that doesn't belong to another person and causing another man's downfall through the power. And also, we're in 2019, the year of the reflection, that you should know in the paradigm of time. So how many people she done got killed a certain type of way in the paradigm of time, in the cycle of life, trying to confuse people's realities because she didn't even give a fuck about her pussy. So you should think about all these type of things in physics and when it comes to this documentary. I'm just going to be real. You know, some people may tell you it shouldn't matter. It does matter. So you should think about all these things before. There's more wonderful things, because I'm speaking in prevention. So there's a lot of things in life when I speak. Happy holidays, though.
Yeah, I texted you.
Oh, I got a new. I'm gonna speak to you just now. So, you know, a lot of things in prevention in certain times that a person needs to know, even in the paradigm of time, so a person could be all right. But a lot of things that people don't know can get a person caught up in the physical reality. So, you know, sometimes when situations happen because another person's trying to cause hardship to another person's life, and then they try to manipulate it or cover it up to go through hard times, or they go through some type of program to say, or they're going through this to provide evidence because they're trying to cover up the things or the criminal acts they did or other funny things, a person got to know the difference to the physical reality. So I'm just going to be real. So another person has to know how serious the situation is, because another person that tells you that they know, sometimes they don't know, and sometimes they do know, they don't want to tell an individual because of certain things that they've been through. It's just like the new DuckTales cartoons that I've seen with Launchpad when they're dealing with the Banshees, and then you know you'll find out. You gotta watch it to know what I'm speaking about. You know what I'm saying? So if you're educated, you'll know. If you're not, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? With Weber Girl that's been scheming and doing her thing on DuckTales. Yeah, it's a funny thing. It's the funniest thing I ever seen in my life. But, you know, it's good to watch the end. to other individuals of high current. I'm a person that loves life. You know, I'm a person that's mighty in strength, but I'm gonna just tell you just like this. You know, when you're dealing with certain things in life and in current, I'm gonna say just like this. You know, be careful of certain things that you pay attention to a certain type of way, because how can I say this? You know, some things, it be too much for people when it comes to social economics. Some things are different when it comes to other individuals. And other individuals is trying to be elder than a real elder. That's a dangerous thing in life that you got to get rid of. Or I'll tell a person, once they get to a certain point and they want to recondition and act, and they try to act upon it, it'd be a wrap after that. You don't need to bring that back no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to tell you just like this. You know, to other individuals that didn't care about their anatomy and connected the wrong nerve to certain other things that cause certain things, then yo, good for you, because I'm like in a new place where other people been trying. I have people that's trying to cause social entrapment that been going hard, watching me, timing me, following me, all type of things. And I've been in North Dakota to here, from Brooklyn, North Dakota, then back to here, and then I'm moving over here. And they're the ones that caused all this in my life. And then they've been claiming, like, I've been providing school and been paying people tuition because I'm the reason why you can even get tuition. I've been providing school, paying people education, people living expenses without even paying it and without even paying attention to it, and other people been scheming on me. So my caretakers know what I'm speaking about, and they got to think about how real my situation is in life. Other people that's my real family knows what I'm speaking about, and they know how serious the situation is when it comes to my social economics, because they have their own social economics, and I mean literal, because it's like a planet. And I'm going to tell you just like this. I don't want certain people a part of my social economics. So you can imagine what I'm really going through. And then to the stupid people that don't know, and the ones that do hear this that do know, I just don't give a fuck. You know, I just don't want you in my social economics. So that's being real. You already cause a bad example, that's it. You know, I just be real. I tell a person straight up and down. It's not no hiding, there's no sugarcoating, it's not no doing certain things, it's just being real. And the person that's already trying to get rid of a person, trying to say the new wave, and there's no new wave in the paradigm. See, this is when you see a person doesn't respect or honor the reason of their dignity. So that's when you see a person lost their reality when it comes to their matter, of their generated cellular activity, to the neuroactivity of their brain, to the natural conduct of their physical reality, to their current. So, you know, everything I've done explain. But besides that, you know, have a wonderful life. To other individuals, I'm inside my house, cleaning my house right now. I was just watching the underworld while I was mopping and cleaning. And then other little funny things is coming on, causing form of demoralization, and then watching other little things coming on future. Well, I just came outside to come get a couple things and to make this documentary. And I'm gonna be real, black people ain't cannibals, none that they're savages or diseases, but a person should be deterred getting into depth reality when it comes to natural nature. And then next thing you know, trying to find out things through time, and then offsetting. Just like I tell my sons, you know, better be saved than fire, because I'm be real, it can always be lit. But if you saved in another type of way, salute to you, because a person I have to remember until that time. You know what I'm saying? And any other individual, you just better hope nobody figures out certain other things and doesn't try to cause certain type of realities to ignite. But I'm just gonna be real with you. But anybody else, have a wonderful life. I hope black people understand they're not cannibals and not diseases. I hope they understand other things that's going on in life into their depth reality. I hope they realize the reason why a person won't go back too far into a depth reality or the past a certain type of way, because a person's trying to go to the future from another person trying to push another person's physical reality a certain type of way. And I'm just trying to go forward in my life when a person tries to stagnate a person. So, and from Boogie Nights to now. So I'm just going to say just like this. I hope everybody have a wonderful life. You know, do the things that certain people got to do and according to how things are naturally supposed to be when it comes to the physics, even the metaphysics, to the natural order of life. So, even me myself, literally. But I'm just going to be real, have a wonderful life. Have a good night, everybody. It's Black Friday, and be careful of other individuals violating other people's oaths. And those are the symptoms that trickle down, because if a person takes a oath of honor, just like when I was watching Batman with Bruce Wayne, I spoke about it. If a person takes an oath of honor and then they break that oath of honor, the symptoms trickle down to the individual in the time because they upholding that office. So they're going to be the ones going through that hardship of the physical reality a certain type of way at a time. So good luck with that. And don't blame me for something that certain people should have been educated on, or my wife, or my empress, this is my literal wife, didn't feel like telling you because she thinks through time people demoralizing her energy of her vibrational current in the metaphysical realm, and she just thinks people should be savages and looked upon or dealt with harshly because a person doesn't realize the reason why they're dealing with a person higher than even forms of ethericness, even in the physical reality. So I hope you have a good night, and to other individuals, if you ever hear this documentary, then you're not a disease. Depending on the comfortability of what type of neural activity you're dealing with a certain type of way, because the comfortability that you cause when it comes to your physical matter. So, and other people, slothfulness is not caused because that means a person has an abundance and being gluttony or greed. Another person, if they're causing watery needs, those are the peoples of your social circumference that cause the uncomfortability of physical reality, and they just want to see a person's downfall because they wanted to see them drop. And Boogie Night even shows you that predicament. This is why I'm here, even in a certain type of way, explaining these things that shouldn't have to be explained in the paradigm of time. And to the elders that still took chances on other individuals of reconditioning or recarnating for their recondition before their life end up ruined. I love you for the way you look at life, but be careful of the things that another person will make you turn into. That's what I'll just say to you. Have a wonderful night, loved one. It's me, Ralph Lane, the Real Ra, loved one.